Morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm O.P. Yadav, Editor-in-Chief of Indian Journal of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery and CEO, National Heart Institute in Delhi. It's my proud privilege to play host to the main person responsible for our very presence in Vizag today, and that's Dr. Karunakar Padhy, the organizing secretary of the 64th Conference of the Indian Association of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgeons and a practicing cardiac surgeon at the CARE Hospital in Visakhapatnam. Welcome, Karunakar.
Thank you, Dr. O.P. Yadav. It is nice to have an interaction with you, and I am ready to answer any questions.
Karunakar, right in the beginning, can you give us a little rundown on this 64th conference?
Yeah, this is one of the most prestigious conferences as far as we, the cardiothoracic surgeons in India are concerned, because here all branches of cardiothoracic surgery, pediatric, thoracic, people operating op cap, transplant, all we meet together, and we will having various discussions extensively, which will be helpful to us, to society, and also to the young cardiac surgeons.
Sure.
And Visakhapatnam is a very beautiful city, so hosting in Visakhapatnam is a honor for us and met people gathering here.
How did you get this idea of even trying to organize this conference?
Yeah, so actually we bid for this in 2015, and as the Visakhapatnam is growing up, so I thought this is an opportunity for all of us to bring all the cardiac surgeons all over the world to come here and exchange their ideas on this beautiful city on the beach front, so that they will enjoy the place as well as it will be a good memorable event.
Sure, it's a very good amalgamation, and I must say you succeeded in that. So now, how did you get about organizing yourself? Did you have to create a team, or do you did all of it thinking yourself?
Yeah, it requires a good amount of planning, because if I look back, it is it was decided to be here in 2015. So from 2016 onwards, it almost took 2 years to plan and execute everything. And what I did at the beginning, I made a roadmap till the starting of the conference, because unless roadmap is there, we are busy with our profession, then we will not be knowing, lagging behind which area. So I made a perfect roadmap. Then I made a local organizing committee with all the cardiac surgeons of the Visakhapatnam, and I delegated the committees according to their expertise and willingness to work. Then I took an event manager to look up to the other logistics, so that we can concentrate on our work. Then slowly the work goes on with that.
I find this 4 days of scientific program is quite a bonanza there, and a very interesting program. So how did you go about, formulating and finalizing your scientific program?
Yeah, there also we took a very trend-setting initiative, because cardiothoracic, it is again becoming a big branch with so many sub-specialties. So at the beginning itself, we decided to develop some course directors in various sub-specialties like congenital, aortic, transplant, and thoracic, and coronary. So we made them responsible for that area to develop a program and give to us. Then we saw it and we modified a little bit according, which will suit to the presenters and recipients, presenters and the people who attend that, and accordingly we made the finalized program. So with that, we could able to save some time, and at the same time we took the expertise of the people who are really working in that area.
Okay. I'm very sure that in organizing such a massive exercise, there must have been some issues and glitches. So could you enumerate some of those problems that you faced in organizing this conference?
Yeah, it is really it is a stiff learning curve, and anybody starts to organizing such a international event, he has to go through a lot of troubleshootings, And one of that, what I particularly faced the beginning is the delegation of the works, because we are busy cardiac surgeons, we cannot leave our profession, and there is a patient's demand, hospital demand. So initially delegating properly the work, then we can save some time. That is the one area which we had to plan properly. Second thing, the finance budgeting has to be done very properly, because there will be a lot of ideas coming, lot of recommendations coming, and money, outgoing money will be just like flowing like that, and unless we match the incoming, there may be a chance of going into negative budget, which has to be taken care of very properly. So good financial budgeting, delegation of the power to every subcommittee, and taking help and advice of people who have already done the conference, that really helps to organize in a good way. And fourth is meeting the criteria of the delegates, what they want, going into their comfort, that makes them happy. That is the four areas I thought very useful.
Okay, and as an extension of my last question, in fact, we have answered some of those. Any tips for your, subsequent posterity who are going to organize these conferences, how they go about it, and avoid those mistakes which you have already faced?
Yeah, that's a good question. Really, there are some areas we have to be very careful. As I told, the financial budgeting is one of the very important thing, because this is only for this conference the budget will be there. If it goes negative, there will be nobody will come to help us. So it has to be very perfect, and making the delegates happy is the very ultimate thing which we should aim at, because ultimately their happiness, their comfort will tell about the conference success. And other thing is, choosing the good speakers across the world is one of the finest and most important thing for the conference, because conference, though there will be a social gathering, interaction and all, but ultimate thing which makes the conference success is to get good scientific speakers who can really contribute to the program and make people to learn something when they come to the conference.
Well, Dr. Padhy, as you said, make people learn something from the conference. That certainly is an Herculean task, but going from what feedbacks I've been getting from lots of other people, must say that you have succeeded in that. We are coming towards the end of the conference, so I'm sure you'll be very happy to put your feet up. And thank you for coming and sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you.
Job well done.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Karunakar.